Hello, everyone. I'm recording from work again. Because I don't know, I wanted to, and I'm busy as hell tonight, and fairly busy tomorrow night as well. Tonight I'm gonna be out all night. As soon as I get home from work, I'm driving home and picking up my brother probably. And I'm going up to Chambersburg, and I'm getting a new car. So that's where your boy's going to be tonight. And then I'm going to come home and catch whatever I can of the Monday Night Football game. We'll see how much is left and going when I get home. New car, there's a bunch of paperwork and shit I have to sign, and honest to God, I have no idea how long it's going to take. So, I'll probably record the game and, I don't know, maybe just come home late, start it, and just stay up late as fuck and finish it, and just be tired as hell tomorrow morning, even though I'm tired as hell this morning, because I barely slept last night. Oh, wow, let me just quickly roll through this. I don't know. Yeah, the last 24 hours just haven't been real great for me personally. Don't get me wrong, the Eagles game is certainly a part of that, but there's a whole bunch of other shit going on that I'm not going to get into because A, you don't need to know, and B, I don't feel like talking about it. But long story short, there's a whole bunch of shit going on right now, and the last day specifically has been a lot of pressure. So, that's just there. So I didn't sleep great at all last night. I'm not 100% sure why. I specifically, when I laid down, I was like, all right, I need to not specifically, my hair is fucked. Jesus. I was like, all right, I need to specifically not think about football, right? Because that's not going to work out well. Can I stand this here? Oh, I can. Yes. All right. So that was my thought right before I went to bed. I was like, all right, let me just not think about football. And I couldn't fucking sleep anyway. Don't get me wrong, it's probably because there was other shit, in the old head that was keeping me awake. And I was hot at first, and then I kept tossing and turning, and I couldn't get comfortable, and then I wasn't hot anymore, but I still wasn't comfortable, and then my fan was making noises, and it was a long night, and I'm exhausted this morning. But it was worth staying up for the game, and you know what? Damn it, it's probably going to be worth staying up for tonight's game, too. I'm still going to tweet about it, but it just might not be live tweeting because like I said, I'm going to record it and I might not be home in time to watch it on time. So if you see my tweets and they're a couple hours behind, just deal with it because, so let's talk. I guess we should talk Eagles, huh? All right, Eagles. Wow. All right, the Eagles. I try very hard not to be one of those fans that is really, really overreactive. Like, the Philadelphia fan base, and this goes for definitely the Sixers as well. I don't know much about the Phillies and the Flyers because, frankly, I don't watch them enough. But Philly sports has a lot of overreactive fair-weather fans. I'm not even sure I want to go as far as to say fair-weather fans. But they give up on people too quick. They give up on players too easily. And like I said, this goes for Sixers fan base as well. They overreact to everything, And I try really, really hard not to do that. And don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not necessarily knocking Philly sports fans, but I almost am in a little bit of a sense because every fan base has overreactive fans, obviously. But, God, I feel like Philly has a lot of them. I'm in a bunch of other football groups, a number of NFL trash talk groups on Facebook. I follow a bunch of people on Twitter that are fans of different sports. I've got a number of Lions fans, some Ravens fans, a couple Hawks fans, some Cowboys fans, some Giants fans, just a bunch of different people. And then I'm also in some groups on Facebook that are I'm in an NFC North trash talk group. It's a long story, but I'm there. I'm in a Seattle Seahawks Facebook page that I just haven't left yet. I was there in advance of last year's Seahawks. Actually, I've been in it longer than that. I think it was when Dallas played the Hawks in the playoffs, and I was just there to hype them up so that they beat Dallas, and then they didn't end up beating Dallas. And then I stayed there last year to talk a little bit of shit before the Eagles-Seahawks playoff game, and I just haven't left yet. My point there is I see a lot more overreaction in the Philly sports pages than, say, the Seahawks page. So I've tried very hard to not be one of those fans that overreacts to everything. After week one, what I did, I came on here and I said, listen, it wasn't a great game, obviously, especially with Wentz. And this is where I feel like a lot of people's overreaction is coming in this year. The first game, I said, look, Wentz got sacked 8 times. The offensive line was absolutely horrible. And it was the first week of the season with a very, very short offseason, no preseason, and a lot of Jeffrey still wasn't healthy yet. Jackson was in and out of that game. He was playing with a lot of really young receivers that frankly weren't doing very much to help him out. All right, so there's that. The second game of the season, Wentz had a bad game, but I still wasn't necessarily overreacting to the team. The defense played like shit. But the Rams offense looked better than I thought it was going to. So, I'll give them that. And again, the receivers were doing absolutely nothing to help anybody out, and neither was the coaching staff. And the Rams are a better team than I thought they were going to be. So, you know what? Maybe there's no sense in losing that game, or there's no shame, that's the word I'm looking for, in losing that game either. Now we get to yesterday. The Bengals are not a great football team. I think they are a vastly improved football team from last season. But that doesn't make them a great football team, per se. Their defense is not great. Their secondary is definitely the weak link. Their pass rush is pretty solid, but Geno Atkins wasn't even playing. The Eagles should have beaten that football team. I'm not saying they should have done it in resounding fashion, but that game should not have ended in a tie after a 10-minute overtime period. It just shouldn't have. Philly should have beat that team plain and simple. And I think now I'm at the point where saying that this Eagles team is not good, I don't think it's an overreaction anymore. Wentz is he's just off. I don't know what it is. He's just off. Now, I don't get me wrong. I'm going to say this again and again and again and again. These young receivers are really not doing much to help him out. And neither is the coaching staff. But Wentz is missing throws that he should make. He's missing easy completions, and he's missing them high. And he's doing it I don't want to say regularly, but he's missing them enough that it's a problem. There was a sideline throw down the left sideline yesterday to Miles Sanders. And if Wentz hits the throw, I'm thinking it's 6 points. And Sanders was open. He had a step on the corner. And Wentz just missed him. Just flat out missed him. Which, you know what? It happens. Quarterbacks miss throws. Hell, I saw Drew Brees do it probably 5 or 6 times in that game last week. I just feel like Wentz is doing it a lot, and it's kind of becoming a problem. When you're tying games with Cincinnati, there's a problem. The offensive line didn't play great yesterday. I thought the defense played fairly well. I thought Schwartz pitched an all right game. The defense played well enough to win that game. The offense just didn't. Could the defense have given up less points? Sure, but the offense didn't make it easy on them. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Wentz is just off. Now, I just saw Nitro Freak's video, and I kind of agree with what he's saying. Give the team a pass. Everybody's out of shape. There was no off season, no preseason to get, reps in for the young wide receivers. So give Wentz a pass, give the team a pass. Maybe don't give the front office a pass. And look, Nitro Freak is, I don't want to call him a Carson Wentz hater, but he calls himself a pessimist, and I'll give him that. He's definitely a pessimist. So to hear him come out and say he was giving Wentz a pass makes me feel a little bit better about doing it myself. But that doesn't change what's going to happen this season. I don't see... What did I say I had Philly going at the beginning of the season? I think I said 9-7, right? I'm seeing 5 wins out of this team this year. I'm seeing 5-11. And if we go 4-12, I won't be surprised. I think 5-11 is optimistic. I see down the line, I see us... I think we're going to beat Washington in the last week of the season. I think I see us splitting with Dallas personally, because I think no matter what, we typically play Dallas close, especially towards the end of the season. Whenever the blowouts happen on either side, it's usually been the first matchup. Like was it 37-9 in 2017? But that was the first game we played. And then last year, Dallas blew us out, but again, that was early. Did they blow us out, or am I thinking of the year before? I don't fucking know. But the second games are always close. So I don't know. I feel like we can split with Dallas. And then honest to God, I think we can sweep the Giants, especially depending on the Saquon Barkley injury. That team, look, Philly's bad, but man, that Giants team is awful. I did not see them being as bad as they are. They are bad. So honest to God, I think we can sweep the Giants. And the reason I say 5 wins is, and the reason I'm giving them the optimistic 5th win is because every single year, I feel like Philadelphia wins a game that they have no business winning. I feel like it happens every single year. And you know what? I'm going to give them that game this year. I don't know where it's going to come. I'm thinking maybe it'll be New Orleans. Maybe it'll be Green Bay again. It's not going to be Baltimore. And it's not going to be Seattle. Maybe it'll be the Niners this week. I don't even know. I'm guessing we're underdogs to the Niners, but with all their injuries, I don't even know. We're still going to lose that game. I think we're going to get annihilated on Sunday Night Football, primetime television. I think we're going to get our clocks clean, personally. But yeah, I don't know. I'm saying like 4-12, maybe 5-11 for this team this year. The team just isn't good. And I mean, you can blame whatever you want for that. Lack of offseason, I think, definitely has to be included in that conversation. But that's not the only excuse. The team's just bad. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm seeing 4-12, 5, maybe 5-11 for this team this year. I'm not sure I see these. Like, I was even looking like Cleveland. I'm not even sure we can beat Cleveland, to be perfectly honest. After watching them play against Cincinnati, they got blown out in Baltimore, but that's Baltimore. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I see us beating Cleveland. Now, I don't know what the odds for that game will be. You know, as the game gets closer, I guess we'll find out. But no, I'm not sure I see us winning that game. But I mean, I suppose we'll see. It don't matter. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna keep rooting for them, obviously. But I just, you know, the realistic part of me is saying this can be a rough season. So yeah, that's where that's at. That's where Philly's at for me right now. I'm trying to think what else happened around the league. Dallas lost. See, this is the funny thing. Philly tied with the Bengals, which is clearly pathetic. But the Redskins lost, the Giants lost, and the Cowboys lost. And we tied. So, technically, we gained ground in the UFC. Yeah. In the NFC East yesterday, we gained ground, and we didn't even have to win a game. We're now a half game back from first place instead of a full game back, and that is just sad. Now, Dallas played a Super Bowl contender yesterday, in my mind. Beginning of the season, I picked Ravens and Seahawks for the Super Bowl. And, damn, let me tell you, if Russell Wilson doesn't win MVP this year, I am going to lose my mind. He's at, 14, right? 4, 5, and 5? He's at 14 touchdowns, passing touchdowns through 3 games. And if Metcalf hadn't have pulled a D-Jax yesterday, he would have 15 touchdowns through 3 games. And that's just bonkers. Barring a massive injury, God forbid, he's gonna break the 50 touchdown mark this year. He's on pace to throw 74, which is ridiculous. Even as a projection, it's ridiculous. So the Cowboys lost, which is fun. The rest of the division lost, which is fun. This division sucks so bad. Oh my Lord, this division sucks. I do think Dallas is going to end up winning the division. I think they're still going to be like 7-9, but I think Dallas is going to end up winning the division. So some guy in one of my trash talking groups said last night, he was like, Dallas is going to go 5-1 in the division. I said, yeah, you're probably right, but the problem is you have to play other teams outside of the division, and that's where they seem to be having their problems. Oh, Lord. The only reason they have a win right now is because the Atlanta special teams guys don't know how to play the game of football. Or they'd be 0-3 just like us scrubs. Oh, wait, never mind. We're not even 0-3. We're 0-2-1, which I'd argue is worse. Honest to God, fuck ties in the NFL. It's so stupid. I, honest to God, can't believe they're still around. I wish I would have been... I'd have rather lost yesterday. Honest to God. I'd have rather had the closure of losing than having it end in a tie. I hate ties. They're so stupid, and I can't believe it's still a thing in the NFL. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. If you don't want to waste the TV time of going through a another overtime, like another 10-minute or 15-minute overtime period, go like hockey does, man. Just have sudden death. Take a kicker and put them each at like 60 yards and have them and flip a coin. Whoever wins, they kick first. Kick it from 60 yards. If they make it, they win. If they miss, the other team gets a chance. And if they make it, then the other team wins. If they both miss the 60-yarder, bump it down to 55. Or bump it down to 59 and see who makes it first. Just keep kicking and if they both miss, just keep reducing it down until one of them eventually makes the kick. And have it be like field goal style, so it can be blocked or it can be whatever. And if one is blocked and returned, then the return team wins. Take it to sudden death, or do it like a 2-point conversion, sudden death. Have it from like, and maybe not even the 2-yard line. Have it from like the 5-yard line. Flip a coin, set each team up on the 5-yard line. Whoever wins, or the first team gets a chance, one play from the 5-yard line. If they get into the end zone, that team wins. If they don't, the next team gets to try it. Sudden death, it might take up a lot of time, but it doesn't have to. I'm so fucking tired of ties in the NFL. I hate it so much. Okay, rest of the week. What happened the rest of the week? The rest of the division lost. The Bills, man. Holy Jesus, the Bills are insane. The Bills are so good. The Bills are so good, man. I honestly thought, I looked at one point and I was like, oh man, the Rams are up. Can Josh Allen do this? And Josh Allen did this. Oh, he's just a running back. Come on, people. You effing serious? I've been singing Josh Allen's praises since he was drafted. Loved him. Loved the kid. I think he's gonna, if he keeps blossoming like he is now, oh boy. Oh, that division's in for some trouble if that team keeps playing like this. Oh man, the Bill. I haven't even watched the highlights yet, but I'm legitimately excited to. Let's see what else happened. My bad. What else happened? The Falcons. Oh my god, the Falcons. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. Oh god, the Falcons. Oh, poor Atlanta Falcons. They blew another 16-point lead? 2 double-digit leads in back-to-back weeks they've blown. That's ridiculous. Against teams that they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have lost to the Cowboys last week. We've already established that. The Bears, man, the Bears are not that good of a football team. I don't know. They just keep stumbling their way into wins, man. Trubisky's obviously garbage. And finally, they figured that out yesterday. Even though, what did he have? Was it like a 45-yard run? I did see that play, and it was nuts. But he still sucks. So they pulled him out. Re-enter the memeing legend, Big Dick Nick. Brings the Bears all the way back to beat the Falcons. That's nuts. It's insane. I saw a couple of people tweet that Nick Foles was in the game, and I was like, man, are you kidding me? And then I saw the score, like, towards the end of the fourth quarter, and I was like, seriously, man? This is ridiculous. The NFL is ridiculous, man. That's just nuts to me, man. But again, who do you put that more on, the Bears or the Falcons? I swear to God, they must have written that into Dan Quinn's contract somewhere, that he has to just blow games. Because, good Lord, there's no way that offense should lose games like they are. It's ridiculous. The talent they have on offense, they shouldn't be losing games like this. Going back to last season, they shouldn't be losing games like this. The Falcons, oh my God. I heard from people that were commentating the game that when Foles came in, it just, kind of seemed to energize the Bears and elevate the offense. So, that happens, teams, that's how that works sometimes. So will that continue? I don't know. We'll see. What? Man, watch the Bears win the fucking Super Bowl this year. I swear to God. Oh, Lord. All right, what else happened? The Patriots won. All right. I mean, I kind of saw that coming. I was hoping it wouldn't, but I did see that coming. Trying to remember what the other games were. The Saints, man. That was a hell of a game, but the Packers are just so good this year. The NFC is going to be incredible. Detroit won a game. Let's go, Matt Stafford. Did I get it? I think I did. The Cardinals. The one time they lost so far, and it was to Detroit. LMAO, dude. I'm happy Detroit got a win, though. Give their fans something to be happy about, because those first 2 weeks were not something to be happy about. Let's see what else. The Vikings. The Vikings, man. I don't get the Vikings. I really don't. Who did they even play yesterday? I don't even fucking remember. They lost. That's all I know. Is they lost. They have been, or did they win? No, did they win? Hold up.